Hi, and thank you for coming with me in this journey of mine as I go through my training and keep learning so many things about myself more and more and more. And I want to make you part of the journey. One of the main reasons is like when you see people that hit the top on whatever they do, any career, we usually get to see the end of it when they made it. Um, and then we get frustrated when we try to do our own plan and try to get to that place, but you saw the result of who they already are. So I'm bringing you into this journey because as I get ready and prepared to, in the near future, do different lectures and conferences and talk to people like you, which by the way, you're like invited, supporting me today and last week. You're automatically invited to all of my work. Um, I want you to see the process while we go through humans, the weaknesses and the strengths and the crying and the touching of the heart and us together. So that's the main reason of you coming into my journey, which is actually your journey. And today I want to bring up something really special for you to understand, which are like the body types. In the science world, training world, they're called ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. And they're like different body types that we as humans come up with. We have no control over that. There's genes, your family, you're born into this body. But the main thing that I want to bring up is that we mistreat ourselves trying to look like someone else. Like in, for example, in a mesomorph body, which is what many people, good or bad, refer to as big bone people. I don't know who came up with that, but you know how we humans always come up with a way to separate ourselves from each other based on just looks. So we got the mesomorph, they call it big bone. Then you got the ectomorph, which is more like skinny, long, kind of like Bruce Lee, which is the one that many trainers and many people take advantage of, wanting to convince you to look like them when you might be a mesomorph, which is somebody that by nature their body type is to have a little bit more bigger muscles and just a bigger normal body type that they're come up with from the factory. So as the work of Dr. Brené Brown says the other day that I was exposed to, that we are exposed to almost 3,000 commercials or things that we see ourselves every day, and how media and some other outlets try to convince you to look a certain way. It brings many issues to you that are sitting there by yourself, and I've seen coming to me with tears in your eyes because you don't understand what's going on with your body. But first, what I also learned from other kind of mentors is that we need to access yourself. And it all goes back to that, even though we're working with the body, right, the trainers, like we have these parameters or rules to stay within the body. But I have studied to go into the body, but also either deeper into the body to, if I coach you, like I was telling in my class the other day, if I dissect you, I get to the muscles, to the ligaments, to the cells, to organs, and open you up. And who you are is really a piece of energy that vibrates, and we need to access that in order to nurture that the right way, only with your thoughts, with what you put in your body, and what kind of exercises you do for yourself. So it's really important for you to not to bring yourself into a separation of the world, but to bring yourself more in touch with yourself and find out who you are and what is the best that you can look for yourself without trying to look like someone else. Like many times in the gym, I get these cases, and I also was making some comments in my class about this, that people say, well, I want to hire you, I want to work with you to look like you. And I automatically switch that to, no, I will help you do and look the best version of yourself. And that's because what we're talking about today, which is the body test. As you have seen on the chart, if you can put it up, you can see very clear, and I know you can relate to it, as ectomorph looks one way, mesomorph look different ways, and endomorph look a different way. And what I want to bring up with this picture is that look at yourself in it, and also they intercept each other, right? Like there's some mixtures of different things, and you can have a meso-ecto body, which are said to be like the lucky ones. But who are the lucky ones? We are all the lucky ones. So I want to read something from my book, which I told you last week, Interior Fitness, and it's the best book I've ever written. And you already told you that. Something that you might be going through, but it's pretty cool. So people talk about as one door closes, another one opens. But nobody really talk about the long hallways in the middle, which might be where you are today or last week or last month. It's these long hallways, and you're lost and you don't know what to do because you've been told to look like someone else that you're not that person. So those corridors can test even those who appear to be the strongest from the outside. By feeling the fear of what you might find within, working with your mindset and staying in action, you're taking the most significant hero's journey you could possibly undertake. But it is also one of the sources of true fitness. To thy own self be true. This includes all parts of you. So the fitness session today is to accept who you are to begin with and begin this journey. Last week we were talking about how to feed yourself, how to work on your posture, how to work on your antenna, right? An antenna that is straighter, it gets better messages. So you get to do better things for yourself, you think better, everything is more clear. And then hit the gym and do things as powerful, basic powerful things that you can do is just to go for walks and to run if you can do that. I posted the other day some things about best ways to warm up, squats and push-ups, and I gave you all the numbers when it comes to that. So you can like begin to recognize first these looks at the uniqueness of you, eat according to you, and then exercise according to you. Remember, my broccoli could be your poison. And that's really huge to understand. I look like this, it was my gift. You look like that was your gift. And in order to move forward, as I keep learning in life, it's like the sense of gratitude. When you say thanks, like you're ready to move forward. So that's what I have for you this week, to pound again into the expertise of your own body and the expertise of your own thoughts. To give you some little tips here and there to find it and do something with it. So remember to tune in. I'll be here every Friday, live at 9 a.m. I'll be answering questions every third Friday of every month. I'm bringing them up. I'm here to help you, welcome you again to my journey and your journey. And I'll be seeing you soon. Thank you. Yes, you have.
Laurel Johnson.
Yes.
Said the way you taught me to have a goal to be the best version of myself was so liberating and transformed my approach to my wellness.
That's exactly what I live for. Is to get those messages, and I mentioned to you the emotional income that creates. And thank you, Laura, for taking the time to make a comment like that to help others. And I remember when some people saw you before, and they were asking you, "What are you doing?" When we were like really working together at those days, and they mentioned to you that you were youthing. I remember, and we laughed really hard about that. And that's the idea, is to find out who and what works for you. So, let the power within, and that's what I have for you, my friends. My friend, get out of that room. Start moving, honor yourself. We'll go from there. I see you soon. Thank you.